What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Scythe, and today we're going to be talking about the Subterranean Scramble event that's going on in Trove. So, first and foremost, if you're not seeing the event, do not fret, don't worry. It's not that it's not there, it's just a glitchy thing that happens with Trove. Just warp on over to the hub, and it should end up showing up in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Any minute now, my goodness gracious, this game's got long loading screens. So cheer Digsley up in the hub. So ignoring that gigantic wall of text, just beside the gigantic angel type thing, whatever, is going to be this disgusting little box. I have no idea. I guess it's just supposed to be a miner's helmet or whatever, but inside here, there's going to end up being Digsley as well as a Wheel of Seasons. I'm guessing because a Wheel of Seasons is going to be relevant to the event, but there's going to be mine ore to cheer Digsley up, and these are going to end up being daily events that you can end up completing. During this event, I don't know if this is temporary or permanent, but there is a missing shadow poster because obviously it's got to do with Groundhog's Day, an American holiday, and you can end up crafting this random prop. The quests that Digsley gives you are going to be in the Outpost Adventure, so now we just have to mine 150 ore in order to end up getting a Digsley token. Digsley tokens can be used at the mysterious merchant hidden behind the giant angel statue. You should see a whole bunch of players here, but this is going to be Mort's Dot, whatever that is, I don't know, but oh my goodness gracious, look at these items that he's selling. These are actually, for once, very appropriately priced. Mining the ore shouldn't be a problem if you end up getting this quest or any variations of, because he is going to end up giving us a bunch of other quest lines as well. But 150 ore, no problem. That little quest that Digsley gave us, you can only end up doing once a day. So keep that in mind because that's going to be the primary way we're going to end up getting the Digsley tokens. But now he's actually giving us our next mission, which is just crafting 3 of those shadow posters. The next part of the quest is extremely difficult and time consuming, guys. I don't know if everyone's going to be able to do this. He wants you to place 3 of the posters, and that's going to give you even more of his Digsley coins. Now for me, after completing that part of the quest, it kind of messed up, but if you head back over to the hub, you can continue the quest line where you have to collect leads in the hub. I guess what this actually means is go and talk to Mort's Dot or whatever, because as soon as you end up opening his inventory, now suddenly we're changing to the next part of the quest line. And then I really have no idea why. I guess the devs just really love the Geode area, but they want you to head back into the Geode Caves. Once inside the caves, you're going to have to help out 10 different critters. To do this, you're going to have to use these 3 different items, which are crafted at the Crystology table, which is going to be the Comfort Blanket, the Critter Treats, and the Curing Kit. This guy's got a broken leg, so we got to throw a Curing Kit down on the ground, and there you go, that's 1 critter down. If they want food, simply put, give them some food. Sometimes you'll end up finding these dudes right here that have a treasure chest icon. All you gotta do is laser them. I don't know why it tickles them and they just give you money, and it's going to count towards the quest too. And lastly, if they seem cold, well, you know what to do. Throw a blanket on them, silly. Now all Digsley says is we've got to go even deeper into the Geode Caves. And if you guys are at the beginning and don't really have any upgrades, this is gonna suck. Near as I can tell, he's actually in tier 3. I'm pretty sure you guys can end up entering this even if you have tier 2. You're just gonna end up getting wrecked right away. But there's gonna be this guy right here that has Find Promising Companion Eggs and is quite literally going to end up giving you a daily event. So we're not exactly sure, because I'm going to be rushing this video out to you guys. We're not exactly sure, but is this guy always going to be at tier 3 now? And can we always get daily quests from him, which are also going to give us even more Digsley tokens? Anyways, if you guys haven't seen my other Geode Cave tutorials and stuff like that, you see this sign right here? This is a layer. If you go deep enough into a layer, eventually you're going to end up finding this final room, and each of the layers is going to have varying rewards and items inside them. In this case, we ended up generating a crystal layer, so this would be a really good area to end up farming up your crystals. Sometimes you'll end up finding them with plants, and sometimes you'll end up finding them with ore. More often than not, these layers are supposed to always contain at least a bronze egg, sometimes silver and gold in tiers 4 and 5 of the caves, but in this case we got unlucky, so we gotta keep going deeper to find another layer in order to find another bronze egg. It's a very time consuming, annoying process. Second layer, no egg. At this point, it's just got to do with luck. You can end up finding bronze eggs in caves of tier 2 and up. I can't tell you how long it took me to actually find this egg, but we do learn something interesting in that what this quest is trying to introduce is that there are promising eggs and then there are not promising eggs. So Geode just got even more random. And look at that. My mod is actually showing the video effects of a silver egg, which tells me that this bronze egg is probably a promising one. Yeah, it is. Cool. The difference of a promising bronze egg and a normal bronze egg, this also applies to silver eggs as well, is that the bronze egg companion is going to hatch one of 24 possible common, uncommon, or rare companions, but generally you never end up getting any of the uncommon or rare companions. The promising eggs, on the other hand, can be influenced with a lodestar for a guaranteed uncommon or rare companion. The reason why this is a pretty big deal, guys, is because you can end up using a lodestar on a normal bronze egg, but honestly I wouldn't recommend it because the RNG is so bad that you usually will just end up getting another common. So I guess the point is that these promising eggs, if you use a lodestar, they actually do proper RNG, where it's going to end up guaranteeing us an actual tier up for the rarity. So if you find a promising silver egg, the same thing would apply where you could use a lodestar to guarantee a rare. So this could end up changing, guys and gals, because of course I'm recording this the first day of the event and rushing it out to you as quick as possible. But this shadow guy is always going to be at the gate tier 3, and near as we can tell, he's going to end up giving you 2 daily quest lines, while the Cubesly you end up talking into the hub apparently only gives you 1 quest line a day. Also, any of the extra coins that you end up having, apparently you can end up spending, I don't know, to end up crafting something out of this crafting table. That's what it said. And that's it for the event. Now let's talk about the shop here, because these are actually really good prices for some really good items. The thing is, we don't really know how long this event's going to last. Is it going to last for 2 weeks, or is it going to end up lasting for 4? If it lasts for 2 weeks, you're going to be able to get a total of 42 Digsley tokens, but if it lasts for the whole month, you'll be able to get 84. Hopefully it lasts the whole month, because in total, in order to buy everything out of this, it's going to cost you 75 tokens. So you're pretty much going to have to be doing this every single day, annoyingly enough, because those caves suck. If you can't, however, I would actually recommend that unless you're a mastery farmer, don't bother going for this little ally right here. The ally itself is pretty much useless. You're going to be getting it for that 10 mastery if you're a mastery farmer, and then otherwise it just gives you 35 to lasermancy. The rest of the items are actually pretty cool because as you'll see with each of them, they kind of have this ×5, ×10, so on and so forth. So basically, if you buy the meta matter, you can buy 5 of them for 1 Digsley coin, and you can purchase that 5 stack of items 5 times total. Basically translating into, you can end up buying 25 meta matter, 50 dragon coins, 50 diamond dragonite, 25 bound brilliance, 10 promising companion eggs, which again, linked with the lodestar is going to be pretty useful, 5 empowered gem boxes, the ally, and then 1 promising silver egg, which if you use a lodestar, which I would recommend for sure, you'll be able to get your hands on a guaranteed rare companion. Now, we do gotta keep in mind that if this event does end up lasting the whole month, we're going to end up having an overabundance of coins in order to end up buying all of the items out of this guy, so long as we end up doing the event every single day. But on top of that, we ended up just getting a whole bunch of these coins right here through the event itself. However, if the event lasts for 2 weeks, then including the 11 we ended up getting through this event, we're going to have 53 total, which is not enough to be able to buy everything. Again, I would recommend that if you're not a mastery farmer, do not go for this ally until we're certain that this event is going to end up lasting more than 2 weeks. Of course, I had to get this little guy, and as far as an ally is concerned, he's actually really cool because he's got all these video effects around him. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you found this video helpful in another cryptic event presented by Trove. I very much appreciate you guys watching at home. If you would very kindly like the video, sub, hit that notification bell for more daily Trove videos. And if you want to go the extra mile of helping me out and supporting me, you can check out the Trove sign up affiliate link in the description, where basically you just log into your Trove account, and then GameAgo, the publishers of this game, are going to be able to track any of your in-game purchases, and then they're going to end up giving me a percentage of those sales. It won't change anything on your end. It doesn't make anything more expensive in the store or anything. It just means that anything you buy out of the store is going to end up helping my cost of living. But if that's still not enough, don't forget you can always check the link in the description to my merch store, as well as Gawkbox, which is a way that you can end up donating to me for free by basically playing phone games for a few minutes. Sayonara and stay epic, everybody.